actors, it's Wendy Alane Wright, Hollywood talent manager. And because I have an online business, I literally get to work from anywhere in the world. So I find myself in a lot of hotels, in a lot of countries, in a lot of states around the world. And I'm lucky enough to bring Fimmel with me when I work. So today I want to talk to you guys about buyouts in commercials and what a buyout is. What does in perpetuity mean? So when you book a commercial, if it's a SAG commercial, and that's a union commercial, and being a member of the union means you get certain protections under the union, which means the union dictates how much the wages are that actors get paid. It dictates safety measures on sets. It dictates a lot of things. But when you're working in a non-union commercial, there's not a higher authority for those companies to answer to. So they get away with a lot of things. Now, a non-union commercial does not have a specific rate they have to promise an actor. So they could pay you nothing, and they could use your image forever. That is called in perpetuity, when that means like forever and ever and ever, like the universe is in perpetuity. If someone pays you $100 to do a commercial and says we're going to use your image in perpetuity, that means they're going to pay you $100 one time, and then forever they have the right to use your image, and they don't ever have to pay you again. That is not always a very good idea, especially when you're doing any kind of major brand for like Home Depot or Mercedes or something like that. You really need to not take car commercials and telephone commercials and computer commercials, things like that, and agree to anything in perpetuity, because they're really going to rip you off and use you for as little as possible, give you as little as possible, and gain as much as they can from your image without paying you. A buyout is when, let's say, I decide to buy your image out for a year, 5 years, or in perpetuity, whatever, but I offer you a certain amount of money in exchange to use your image. So let's say I have a coffee company and I want to hire actors, and I'm going to buy out your participation. So I pay you $100 a day, and then I offer you a $4,000 buyout, which means I pay you $100 a day, and then I give you $4,000 to use your image for whatever period of time we agree, whether that's 1 year or 2 years or in perpetuity, forever. And you can agree to that buyout or not. So if you agree to a buyout at first, you might get, $100 a day or $250 a day with a $2,000 buyout or a $10,000 buyout for a period of 2 years. At the end of that 2 years, if that company wants to run that commercial again, they have to get your permission to use it again, which means they have to offer you a new buyout. And you can agree to it or not. If you don't agree to it, they will have to cut you from the commercial. Now, if you're the star of that commercial, it's very hard for them to cut you from a campaign they want to keep using. So that is the time when your agent will use their leverage and try to negotiate for more money on the next buyout. I would tell you guys, even if you book commercials on your own, use that opportunity when you get a booking to contact commercial agents and say, hey, I just booked this commercial. I need an agent to close the deal, and I need an agent to represent me. That's a great way to get a new agent. And also, even if you book things on your own, you should always let your agents know that you booked something, because your agents should be the one closing your deals for you. They can always negotiate more on your behalf because they know more about the business, and they understand a lot of the different ways that they can ask for things that you won't even know about. So that's my tips for today. I hope you have a fantastic day. And Fimmel can't. Fimmel's eating. Fimmel has a special treat. So have a great day. I'll see you next time. Bye.